All right, you guys, so here's my complete breakdown of Hyrox 2025 from a spectator perspective of someone who wants to do a Hyrox next year. So is that you? Do you want to do a Hyrox next year? Did you watch or have you not watched the 2025 yet? And of course, I said this in my other video, but most of us have never seen a full Hyrox before. So you have to go to the event, but I know that spread it out to different places. At the time of me making this video, I think the next one is in either Houston or Vegas. So if you guys can make it to those, make sure that you let me know. But also make sure you subscribe to the channel as I give y'all this in-depth of Hyrox and me along my Hyrox journey. So if you're looking to find someone that is new at Hyrox, someone black, someone plus size, you don't have to be any or all of those things. This is the journey that you're going to be able to watch and listen to as I prepare for a Hyrox, right? All right, so here it is. Number one, like I told everybody, things that I saw that is giving me the best of the education in person that you can see outside of all the research that you can do and things like that. So number one in that category is it's the running, y'all. Do the cardio. I even seen a girl today who did Hyrox, and I happened to see her video in the search after I left, and she said she did it an hour. She did solo women, hour, I think 15, and already in shape, has the motor, but I believe she was able to do this. She said she trained at home. She didn't train in a gym or train at a Hyrox training, and she mostly did the running. So the running is the thing, y'all. So I would say that's number one. There's going to be different conditions. There's going to be different ways you do it. There's going to be different preparations for different people. But if you can run, you can break it down. And then the running in integrals. So if I had to say what number two is heart rate. Even from watching the people, you can't see a person's heart rate on their face, but you can kind of get an increment of heart rate. And then asking a couple of people who ran, my biggest question to them was, how did you deal with heart rate? How did your heart rate feel as you was running? And just seeing, okay, what did you do? How did it go for you? So heart rate is a big question. If you know anybody who ran a Hyrox, you want to ask them about that. That once again varies with different people. But for the most part, you got to understand your heart rate and your heartbeat is going from to, because you're running a K, you stopping and you doing a workout. You running a K, you stopping, you doing a workout. You running a K, you stopping, doing a workout, in a sense, non-stop. So you end up with like an hour in between 53 minutes, or in between an hour and 2 hours of a workout. I haven't seen anybody finish past 2 hours, but if you walk the whole thing, you might probably would finish in 2 hours. But my goal is to finish in between an hour 30 and an hour. I know getting below an hour is almost crazy. That's maybe over a year worth of training, but I am about to start pretty much a year of training. But I may need 2 years or something. Just that level of running that you would have to do, those splits would be crazy. Number three, you're out there with way more people than you think. You're out there with a lot of people. So the running also, you have to understand, it's maybe 500 people in your heat, maybe 700, maybe 1,000 or something in your heat. Either way it goes, I just want you to understand, it's a lot of people. It's well more than 100, well more than 200. Like you can count 100 and just people just running by. And of course, people are going at different times, they're competing in different ways, but you have to understand, you may not just, even if you're in the front, just get to freely run, because the heat start in sectors. So a women solo, or women group, or men solo, or men group, the first age group starts first, the next age group start, and the next age group start. I think pro is the only one where everybody goes by themselves, because you're not going to have everybody in pro or a whole bunch of people in pro. So that's another thing to know and to note. So just know you're going to be out there with multiple people, but when you hit the exercises, you're not going to feel like you're overcrowded. Only the running, because it's one track. You get what I'm saying? So you need to know where to go. You need to keep track. Number three, you need to get there early, or if you're not on the first day, go the day before so you can see the layout. Understanding the layout seems to be something that helps your brain power. Everybody there looks like they understood the layout. A few people you seen asking questions, but me being a technical person, I feel like there's something to the layout. As in, the better you know it, the less thought it has to take, and you can control your breathing. Focus on the breathing. Focus on less stress. But like I say, this from a perspective, spectator's perspective. So I would love the multiple different perspectives you can get from all different type of athletes who can complete it in it. But this is just me documenting my journey, and once again, this is from what I see. Okay, so number 3 is just understanding that, hey, or is that number 4? Whichever one. But understanding that you're going to be out there with a lot of people. You're not out there by yourself. Okay, so the next one I can say that I learned, and I took an educated guess at this, and then I was able to see it, and I've been able to ask some of my friends and people from the fitness community if they saw or felt the same way about this one. This is the game breaker. And the game breaker is, listen, you don't have to go all out in all the workouts, especially the skiers. Chill. I had already thought you got to be, I think people hitting the skiers with straight adrenaline. But as I was listening to some of the coaches who was there with some of their participants, every coach who I would guess would look like or present as a good coach, only from perspective, once again, was telling the athletes, listen, steady. So you may go in and you should be, so technique is important, but also, as we would already guess and know, pace is highly important. But it is even ultra important when you're doing skiers, when you're doing the rolls. So that is definitely a perspective. Here's a secret one that I'm gonna be working on. The event that looks like it takes you the longest, the exercise more rather, it looks like takes you the longest, is the burpees. The doggone burpees, leaping and burping. I have seen a really good strategy that I'm going to be practicing. I feel like you can make up almost a minute to 5 minutes if you know how to hit them joints straight by not putting your leg back or bringing it up forward, but hands, when you leap into a squat, hands down where your feet was, feet back together. Even if you have to 1-2 boom, but boom, both feet, boom, jump, boom, boom, boom. So if it's boom, 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 the boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So bringing my feet back or jumping them back and bringing them back one at a time seems to be something that takes much longer of breaks in between. But I would say, and I guess this would be my final one of part 1, you need to know what is the thing that you're going to be best at, that you yourself know, I can hit this, I can blaze this, my body is used to it, my mind is used to it, so I won't burn myself out. If y'all like this, I want you guys to subscribe. You guys will be seeing some of my workouts. I put some of my content here from working out. I work out with Kinetic RX here in Grand Prairie, DFW, which is the Dallas Fort Worth area. And if you guys got any questions, put it in the comments, because this is a new journey for me. I've only been going extremely hard in my fitness, former athlete this year. And you know, all other years has been just walking water to get my body right. You guys will see specs about me. I do want to lose 5 pounds a month because I know I need to get the weight off. My Achilles and my heels and ankles, I need to get in really good shape. My feet needs to be ready to do a Hyrox, and I need to get my running going. So if you guys are looking at that, that's some details for you. Like I say, I'm like 5'10" and a half, almost 5'11", and I weigh right at 300 pounds. So by the time Hyrox come, I want to be at like a 260, at least 40 pounds down, but a healthy protein body, ready to be able to do that and go beyond it. Because I did see a lot of people when they said they finished it, it was a little depressing because it was the only goal they had. I got a few. This is just in the mix. So make sure you got a couple goals. And once again, you guys comment and let me know what you guys think. And if you're doing Hyrox next year, so I can support you. See you soon.